We are checking in with St. Catharines Mayor Walter Sendzik this morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Annette. How you doing?
Very good, very good. So St. Catharines was kind of unscathed by most of the storm from Saturday, but you've got another big cleanup underway.
In terms of the Welland House Hotel,
Yes,
is that
yeah.
what we're talking about here?
Yeah.
And it's for all the people who were affected by the storm. We were lucky here in the Niagara area, and our heart goes out to so many people across Ontario who felt the wrath of that storm. But I do want to give a shout out to Electra. They do a lot of different communities, including Hamilton and St. Catharines. And so those crews were working through the night to get the powers back in those other communities. The Welland House here in St. Catharines, unfortunately, there was a fire that had taken place over just about a year ago. And so the cleanup has been a little slower in the beginning, but we now have a lot of activity taking place on the site. This is Starnino, which is a local company that does the kind of demolition. Plus, it's also about looking at the historical artifacts of this site. This is about a 150-year-old building at one point. So we want to make sure that any historical artifacts are preserved, and then the rest will be disposed of properly.
And that's why it's taking so long, right? Because it's not just a regular demolition. You've got to go through piece by piece because this was a heritage property.
Yeah, and I was watching them do that. And the unique thing about the Welland House is it's such a rich history here in our community. And there was a natural spring that was built, that it was underneath, that the building was built on top of. It was also a place where people who were escaping slavery in the United States, this is where they got their first jobs, at the Welland House. So there's such a history here, and the artifacts that are being kept will be preserved and will be documented. And this is why it's taking longer than if it was just a fire that had happened to a building that didn't have any historical relevance. Then it would have been taken care of much quicker.
History about to be made with the Canada Games. Tickets now available?
Tickets now available, and there are so many sporting events that are taking place across Niagara. So you can get your tickets. There's single sport tickets available. There's a complete package available. And there's going to be something for everybody. And I got to tell you, we're looking forward to it here in Niagara. We're looking forward to welcoming people across the country into our community. And the Canada Games is really going to be that time where Niagara shines, and we support the athletes that are coming from all parts of this country. So get your tickets. You don't want to miss out. There's something for everybody.
Okay, you're also expecting a rush of Rush fans as well.
Hey, I'm a Rush fan. So when it comes to Neil Peart, who, this was his hometown. And so we're building a memorial for Neil at Lakeside Park, which is the famous song that he wrote for Rush. And it's going to be something that is unique for a community, celebrating a musician, an author, someone who is such an accomplished artist in terms of around the world. And so we have a website that's available right now. We're accepting donations for this, and we're looking forward. It looks to be ready in 2023. We have a committee that's been working on it for the last 2 years, and it's just going to be another way that we can tip our hat to Neil Peart, an icon in the music industry here in Canada and around the world.
Okay, that's going to be great when it happens. Also going to be great in your downtown, lots of pedestrianized streets are coming back.
Right, and this was an outcrop of COVID-19, and is really seeing how pedestrian streets can really bring people back into the downtown core. Look, we're a beachfront community, so in the summertime, a lot of people go to the beaches, but we wanted more people to come back into the downtowns, and so COVID gave us that opportunity to create pedestrian spaces in our downtown. So this summer, we're continuing with the closing of streets, and the Downtown Association has created such a unique experience where each weekend will be a themed experience. Check out the Downtown Association's website, and the restaurants and the businesses have all gotten on board, and it really is going to be a wonderful experience to see people coming back downtown with their friends and family, just walking around without all the vehicles spinning through the downtown space.
It is great to see people getting together again. Well, Walter Sendzik, thanks very much for joining us.